districts. Broader the new classification of the districts are now the India. Andhra Pradesh has 26 districts. Now the out of these 26, 12 districts from the Srikakulam to I think from Nellore district, totaling approximately 974 kilometers in length. In the continental shelf is 33,227 kilometers. All these already I mentioned some of the databases. This one, the state is contributing to the state's gross value added is 8.4%. The agriculture gross value added is 27.9%. Out of this one, the from this sector only that is 8.24%, and offering livelihood opportunities to around 20.5 lakh people directly or indirectly depend on sector in the state of Andhra Pradesh. The state leads to the country in both fish and shrimp production and cultivation, with the 46.23 lakhs metric tons produced, accounting for over the 30% of the national share, is maintained its positions as a top producer of cultural shrimp and contributing 75% of 1% to the country's production in 21-22 census. This reveals the data by the Fisheries of India, the statistics of Fisheries of India. The state has exhibited a compound increase of 1.55% in cultured shrimp production over the last 7 years. Actually, national by average is 10.09. Andhra is 1.55%. More than the production. It is one of the notified and the business. The Andhra Pradesh is a so this is one of the most important things we have the phase wise we have which is actually raised by our principal Madam Umarani garu in her principal's presidential opening remarks. She is talking about the market potential or the market failures and market linkages of the ground fishermen's and then middleman role. Madam is actually pointed out by the failures of the market mechanism. I do agree with presidential opening remarks regarding the this market potentiality, because it is purely unorganized sector, and where the problems and whatever the problems are faced by the in the agriculture sector and role of the middleman, the entire malpractices are existing in the need to strengthen the marketing activities. Other challenges also particularly challenge. So always the and sustainable development means should given so there is a linkage between these sustainability needs more seeds and fertilizers want to research. Obviously, if we see the agricultural production and food productions compared with 1950 to 20 and the reserves, that's why the fertilizer issues the fishing and we don't follow the crop harvest in is always from April to we know so it is problems. Government want to develop the fisheries things. If you seriously see that the policy of the fisheries policy from to this policy develop
హైలైట్ చేస్తూ ఎంతో చక్కగా చెప్పారు. మీ స్పీచ్ నిజంగా పిల్లలందరికీ చాలా ఉపయోగం ఉంది. ఏ రకంగా అంటే ఎలా ఉండాలి, ఒక సందర్భంలో ఒక పేపర్ ప్రజెంట్ చేస్తే అది ఎలా ఉండాలి, దానికి తగ్గట్టు అంత పర్ఫెక్ట్ గా మీద ఉంది సార్. వెరీ గుడ్, వెరీ అప్రిషియబుల్ సార్. థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్ ఫర్ గివింగ్ us such a good paper here సార్. ఇంకా రెండో విషయం ఏంటంటే సార్ ఇప్పుడు ఒక విషయం చెప్పారు, ఫిషరీస్ వాళ్ళకి ఇట్లా వాటికి సంబంధించిన ఇది సంబంధించిన పేపర్స్ అంటే ఫిషరీ ఎలా వస్తుందన్న దాని పేపర్ అవి ఏదైనా ఒక మంచి పని కొంచెం హెల్ప్ చేయాలి ఒక మంచి జరిగేటప్పుడు సార్ హెచ్ఓడి డీన్ ఇంకా అన్నిటికీ సార్ అంత ముఖ్యమైన టైం పనులు
తదనంతరం ఈ కార్యక్రమాన్ని ముందుకు సాగాలి.
keynote speaker of the day, Professor T.L. Swami Garu, to speak on the economics of fisheries in India and particularly in the coastal belt of Andhra Pradesh. He is presently the director of PD Institute of Economics, located in Hyderabad. It is a body being organized by the Institute of was the former principal of one of the prominent constituent colleges of Usmania University, Vijay College, and the director of the foreign center of Usmania University, and also served as a registrar of Telangana University, located in Nizamabad. And he has, as being a director of the Foreign Institute of Usmania University, he has a great exposure to the international academic activities and widely toured in various countries, represented the Usmania University and delivered talks in various international seminars, particularly in Southeastern countries and European countries. He is a person who has been actively involved in our Andhra Pradesh economic activities, even after the bifurcation of the state. As a matter of fact, only a few academicians of the present Telangana state are actively involved in our association. Among them, he is the regular and well-wisher of our association. For each and every activity of the association, he is associating and also giving special talks in various annual conferences, particularly in the last year annual conference held at Sri Venkateswara University, Tirupati. And this year we are going to organize our annual conference at one of the prominent colleges, Gayatri Degree College, allied activities and transformation in the rural economy that is taking place in the rural India, especially in Andhra Pradesh, and the social welfare, dimensions of social welfare is another important theme which consists of many activities of social relevance. And the third one is the India and the G20 topic, where India has taken a prominent issue and the G20 summit in Delhi last year. And a special conference on Rayalaseema, special theme is on the Rayalaseema economy. It is one of the local themes which every year we are supposed to organize. With this we are going to have that. And with this great activities of our association, now I invite Professor P. Lakshminarasimha Swami Garu to deliver his keynote address. Thank you.
Good morning to you all. I'm going to give a brief about T.L.N. Swami, sir. Dr. T.L.N. Swami joined in the Department of Economics, Usmania University, Hyderabad in December 1986 and became the professor in January 2000. Prior to joining Usmania University, he was at the Center for Economics and Social Studies during 1982 to 1994 and at the National Institute of Rural Development during 1984 to 1986. He served the Department of Economics and Finance, University of Asmar Etria, as a head and faculty member during 1997 to 1999, and also the Department of Agricultural Economics, University of Namibia, Windhoek, Namibia, as a faculty member during 1999 to 2001. As a life, he has published 40 research papers in professional economic journals completed 14 research projects edited 3 books, guided 4 MPhils and 12 PhDs, and presented 33 research papers in national and international seminars and conferences. He has done collaborative research work for the Roskilde University, Denmark, and also for the government of Namibia. He visited a few countries including Afghanistan, Tanzania, Kenya, Ethiopia, Turkey, and South Korea on various academic assignments. He served as a member of the consultancy group for preparing the State Development Board of Trade and Planning Commission. He held several administrative positions including founder, registrar of the University, and chairman of the University, and he is Minister of Economics.
This college, staff economics, University. I also teach my lecture to you all know the Indian Blue Revolution has led to a major improvement in the fishing and aquaculture industries in India. మీకు ఒక విషయం చెప్పాలి, these industries are regarded as the sunrise industries because they have a lot of potentiality in generating output as well as exports. Now India is the third largest fish producing country, contributing 8% of the global fish production. So India plays a dominant role in the global fish production and ranks second in aquaculture production after China. Of course, China is the first country in terms of aquaculture production, and India ranks second after China. The fish production, latest data shows that the fish production has increased from 4,020 law. Fish production was 14.16 million tons. Now it has increased to 16.24 million tons in 21-22. So it is the growth of fish industry. Similarly, India exports
seafood to over 100 countries across the globe. In fact, the industry had attained an all-time record of 7.76 billion US worth dollars seafood exports during the financial year 21-22. So, which speaks about the importance of fish industry in the Indian context. Similarly, in terms of employment also, the fisheries sector supports the livelihood of over 28 million people in India. Please remember, especially the marginalized and vulnerable communities, because fishermen by and large belong to marginalized groups in the country. So this provides livelihood to a large number of marginalized people in the country. Now, there is a shift. See, recently there is a shift from marine dominated fisheries to inland fisheries in India. In fact, inland fisheries is emerging as a major contributor to fish production. Its production has increased from 36% in the mid-80s to 70% in the recent past. So, inland fisheries is gaining popularity in India compared to marine products. Okay. Now, it is also important in Andhra Pradesh because Andhra Pradesh is the largest producer of fish in India. It tops the list among the fish producing states after West Bengal and Gujarat. Its production has increased from 4.62 million tons in 2021 to 4.81 million tons in 21-22. It ranks first in the country's seafood exports after West Bengal. So, Andhra Pradesh prathama sthanamlo undi, particularly in terms of exports of seafood, followed by West Bengal and Gujarat. Okay. Now, in recent decades, even in Andhra Pradesh also, there has been a shift from fisheries to aquaculture. This has boomed in Andhra Pradesh. Now, what could be the reason? Due to a major expansion of land aquaculture farms along rivers and canals where people once raised crops. ఎవరు ఫార్మర్స్ ఎక్కడైతే పంటలు పండించే ల్యాండ్స్లో aquaculture develop చేశారు కాబట్టి a shift has taken place and aquaculture gained popularity in Andhra Pradesh due to this shift from in terms of cultivation. Now, I see my lecture, I try to focus on 4 aspects. One is importance of fish industry. For the sake of clarity, I am telling you because large number of students I could see here. See, what are the advantages of fish industry in India? This is very important. We have to know whether industry has advantages or not. So, what are the advantages of fish industry? Then, what are the challenges of fish industry? Because fish industry has many challenges in India as well as in Andhra Pradesh. Then, given these challenges, or I am going to explain certain challenges of the fish industry. Given these challenges, what is the way forward? How to overcome these challenges for achieving higher rate of production in terms of fisheries and also creation of employment? Because fisheries sector provides and also it creates marginalized groups. Now, this is necessary for growing fish. So, with abundant marine resources, which provides a vast variety of seafood options, India has a thriving agriculture industry that produces a significant quantity of fish and other seafood products. So, aquaculture is, I already told you, aquaculture is gaining popularity. So, India కున్నటువంటి మేజర్ అడ్వాంటేజ్ ఏంటంటే ఇది fish and other seafood varieties in India lo baga produce chestunnam, which has a lot of demand in the international market. Then India is equipped with well-developed infrastructure for seafood processing and packaging. These are two important aspects which helps maintain the quality and freshness of the products. ఎప్పుడైతే ఫ్రెష్నెస్ ఉండదో, ఎప్పుడైతే క్వాలిటీ ఆఫ్ ఫిష్ ఉండదో, అది ఇంటర్నేషనల్ మార్కెట్లో కంపీట్ చేయలేము. We don't get reasonable prices in the international market for our fish products if our fish is not qualitative, if our fish is not fresh. Therefore, we have developed infrastructure for seafood processing and packaging so that we are able to compete in the market economy. Then what are the other advantages? The most important advantage of fisheries is our cost effectiveness. What is the cost effectiveness? See, the production costs in India are relatively lower compared to countries which allows exporters to offer competitive prices to international buyers. We are getting more, we are able to export to more products because our fish has competitive price in the international market. We are able to compete with China and other fish producers, and we could withstand the international market because of price competitiveness. ఎందుకు మనం తక్కువ ప్రైసెస్ ఎందుకు కోట్ చేస్తున్నాం ఇంటర్నేషనల్ మార్కెట్లో? బికాస్ అవర్ ప్రొడక్షన్ prices are cheaper compared to other countries like Thailand and China, etc., etc. Therefore, we are able to offer lower prices to international buyers and international buyers are getting our fish products. So this is our direction is high. These advantages has been implementing some policies and schemes to support the seafood industry and quality control measures. Say, government of India has implemented 3 important schemes for the welfare of fish, as well as output generating capacity, and also export revenue generating capacity. Therefore, government has been giving top priority for the development of this sector. Now, in spite of these advantages, fisheries sector has certain challenges also. Fisheries sector ku కొన్ని challenges కూడా ఉన్నాయి, advantages ఉన్నాయి, challenges ఉన్నాయి. ఏంటి ఆ challenges? ఏ problems తో fisheries sector ఇబ్బంది పడుతుంది? First challenge is illegal, unreported and unregulated fishing. What does it mean? It involves activities such as fishing without proper licenses, using banned gears, and also disregarding catch limits. See, government has fixed some catch limits, government sanctions fishing licenses, etc., etc. So some fishermen do not follow these, so they do. This is a challenge for the fisheries sector. Now, why this is happening? Because of weak monitoring and surveillance systems make it difficult to combat this problem effectively. See, there is a weak monitoring system. See, government is not able to monitor the fishing activities of large number of fishermen. 28 million people are involved in fishing, and some of them are going for illegal practices in terms of fish collection. Therefore, this is a problem. Now, second problem, although fisheries sector has some infrastructure, although government is providing infrastructure to develop fishing industry, still there is inadequate infrastructure and technology. What is that? Outdated fishing vessels, gear and processing facilities hinder the efficiency and productivity of the sector. So most of the fishing vessels are outdated. We do not have sophisticated technologies for catching fish. Therefore, this hinder the efficiency of productivity of the sector. Insufficient cold storage and transportation infrastructure results in post-harvest losses. See, this is a major problem in the case of agriculture as well as fish production. See, we do not have sufficient cold storage facilities in India, and also we have transportation problems. Now, what could be the impact of lack of sufficient cold storage facilities and transportation facilities? Naturally, post-harvest losses గమనించాయి, losses వస్తాయి. See, similarly, food grains కూడా storage facilities లేకపోతే perishable products ని మనం we are not able to sell to our good. Once you maintain evergreen qualities, otherwise we don't find particular domestic as well as international market also for our fish products. Therefore, cold storage facilities are very, very important, and all over the country facilities should be available because long coastline is available for India. Then now you may ask me, sir, what way climate change affects the fish production? It leads to shifting distribution, reduced productivity, and increased vulnerability to diseases. Climate change వల్ల fish కి diseases వస్తాయి. అలాగే productivity దెబ్బలు. అలాగే climate change చాలా important. Climate change economic regulation. Okay, are you following? Are you both and Fisheries is characterized by a large number of small scale and artisanal fishermen who face multiple social challenges. This sector is characterized by large small scale artisanal fishermen. Therefore, they have multiple challenges, multiple problems one faces. Particularly, say, how they not have sufficient profitable businesses, profitable sources of income. Therefore, has to create to credit. Institutional finance is institutions they don't bankers. So people because of lack of poor not having measures, therefore there are these problems. Okay, so this is a major problem as far as the Indian fishing sector is concerned. Social economic security. Moreover, they have one more problem, that is with regard to gender disparities. See, fisheries sector lo marginalization of women in fisheries is there. So these are certain some of challenges, and what more challenges it has. See, the other important challenge is market access and value chain inefficiencies. See, Indian fishermen are very poor. I already told you, and they belong to poorer sector. Product success కావాలంటే ప్రొడక్ట్కి మార్కెట్లో సరైన డిమాండ్ జనరేట్ కావాలంటే మార్కెట్ యాక్సెసిబిలిటీ ఉండాలి. ఫార్మర్ కానీ ప్రొడ్యూసర్ కానీ ఎవరైనా తను ప్రొడ్యూస్ చేసే కమాడిటీని మార్కెట్కు సప్లై చేసే యాక్సెసిబిలిటీ, మార్కెట్స్ అందుబాటులో ఉంటే వాళ్ళు దే కెన్ సప్లై ఆన్ టైమ్. బట్ అన్ఫార్చునేట్లీ ఇన్ ఇండియా market accessibility is a major problem for fishermen because they live in rural villages, far off villages. They have transportation problems. Markets are very not nearby their locations because they have long coastline and purely fishermen. Most of the fishermen live in rural villages in the country. Therefore, market accessibility is very very important, and in value chain inefficiencies are. This poses challenges for domestic and international markets. Both are problematic. Limited value addition and inadequate market linkages result in reduced profitability. Naturally, if market value chain facility the value chain facility and supply chain, మనం టైమ్లీ దగ్గర ఉన్నటువంటి మార్కెట్ సెంటర్స్ కి సప్లై చేయాలి. ప్రొడ్యూసర్స్ కొనే వాళ్ళు ఉండాలి, ఫార్మర్స్ ప్రొడ్యూసర్స్ సప్లై చేస్తారు, బయర్స్ కొనే వాళ్ళు దొరకాలి. వెల్ డెవలప్డ్ వాల్యూ చైన్ సిస్టమ్ ఉంటే ప్రొడక్ట్స్ ఇమ్మీడియట్లీ మార్కెట్కు చేరిపోతాయి. బట్ ఇవి లేకపోవడం వల్ల they're profitable because they have to wait, they have to search for markets, they have to wait for buyers. Therefore, they get, it results in reduced profitability. Then I already told you, lack of adequate cold storage and transportation facilities. I already commented on. Poor fishermen are not trained scientifically. See, they do not have advanced technologies in terms of fish collection or fish marketing. Whereas in China, the situation is different. They do get training, and the government supports them as far as the technology is concerned. Their technologies are relatively advanced than our Indian technologies, because we have large number of population involved in that, and we have, of course, we have some other socio-economic problems. So these are some of the important challenges. Remember, fishery sector has advantages and also challenges. Now, in spite of these challenges, I already told you, fishery sector has been producing good volume of output, has been generating good export revenue, and also has been creating good employment to our marginalized groups. Now, మీరు అనొచ్చు, సార్ ఇంకా ఏముంది? లేదు, ఇంకా లాట్ ఆఫ్ పొటెన్షియాలిటీ ఇస్ దేర్. సి, మనం ఎందుకు వే ఫార్వర్డ్ ఆలోచిస్తున్నాం అంటే, ఎందుకు ఈ ఛాలెంజెస్ గురించి ఆలోచిస్తున్నాం అంటే, ఇంకా అన్ట్యాప్డ్ పొటెన్షియాలిటీ చాలా ఉంది ఫిషరీస్ సెక్టర్లో. ఇంకా మనం అక్వాకల్చర్ డెవలప్ చేయొచ్చు. ఎందుకంటే మనకు నేచురల్ రిసోర్సెస్ చాలా ఉన్నాయి. లాంగ్ లెంతీ కోస్ట్ లైన్ ఉంది, మెరైన్ బేస్డ్ రిసోర్సెస్ ఉన్నాయి, ఫార్మింగ్ కమ్యూనిటీ పీపుల్ ఉన్నారు. ఓన్లీ థింగ్ ఈ ఛాలెంజెస్ ని ఓవర్కమ్ కావాలి. ఓకే, ఫెసిలిటీస్ డెవలప్ చేయాలి. సో ఐ కుడ్ ఐడెంటిఫై సర్టెన్ వే అవుట్ ప్రోగ్రామ్స్, suggestions, so that we can improve the fisheries sector growth and profitability. Now, India can promote, see, first thing, embryos another sustainable farming technique that allows simultaneous cultivation of fish and crops. Technique. And this fish methodology. What is the advantage of this? It reduces land usage, maximizes land productivity, and provides action source of fish farms. Fish farms fish along the banks along with the fish and banks of total land productivity, water to the fish and then fish action source of fish solution. Is enhance cold chain infrastructure. There is a need to the cold chain infrastructure to minimize post-harvest losses. Cold chain infrastructure is all important as far as fish is concerned. There is a need to తొందరగా చెడిపోతుంది ఫిష్. సింగపూర్ సో also there is a new research like fish culture near us. Then all the market is important. Every market is fish fish produce fish 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 actions then countries market as fish ఈ యాక్షన్ జనరల్ పాయింట్ లాస్ట్ స్కేల్ ఆఫ్ ఫిష్ అంటే మా సార్ అకౌంట్ సెటప్ and that those will definitely get benefit. ఇది చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ యాక్టివిటీ ఇది కావాలి. ఒకటి కోస్టల్ ఏరియాస్ దగ్గరలో ఫిష్ సెంటర్స్ ఓపెన్ చేయాలి. వాటిని ఇంటిగ్రేట్ విత్ మోడర్న్ స్టోరేజ్ ఫెసిలిటీస్ అండ్ ఆల్సో ట్రాన్స్పోర్టేషన్ సిస్టమ్స్ అండ్ డైవర్సిఫికేషన్ అనేది చాలా రూరల్ ఆర్టిజన్స్ డైవర్సిఫికేషన్ గురించి మాట్లాడుతున్నాం. వాటర్ కుమ్మరి వాళ్ళు సార్ ఓల్డ్ కుండలు nowadays who is using pots for preparation of food, no demand for them, but they can go for product diversification in their activity. For example, రైల్వేలో మీకు ఐడియా ఉందో లేదో, రైల్వేలో ఈవెన్ పాట్ మస్ట్ సప్లై చేశారు లలుబసా పీరియడ్లో. ఐడియా ఉందో ప్రొడక్ట్ డైవర్సిటీ బికాస్ in order to increase demand for Indian potters. Okay, likewise, product diversification increase value addition activities to increase providing and infrastructure, providing processing package and training ఇవ్వాలి, వాళ్ళ activities of చేయాలి, వాళ్ళ financial trained for processing and packaging. See fish packaging and banning. These are actually getting more is good. What is important? Product is also fishery diversification. Product diversification. Now we should commit. Chinaతో మనం కంపీట్ చేయాలి. See, because we are no way inferior to China. But unfortunately, we have introduced product diversification on a large scale so that fishes చాలా స్నాక్స్ మార్కెట్ దొరుకుతాయి. అట్లాంటి ఫిష్ ప్రొడక్ట్స్ కూడా రెడీ టు ఈట్ స్నాక్స్ తయారు చేయొచ్చు. చాలా తయారు చేయొచ్చు. ఎక్స్పాండ్ మార్కెట్ ఆపర్చునిటీస్ అండ్ ఎన్హాన్స్ ది చైన్. ఎప్పుడైనా గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి, ఒక ప్రొడక్ట్ ఫ్లరిష్ కావాలంటే డొమెస్టిక్ కానివ్వండి, ఇంటర్నేషనల్ మార్కెట్లో కానివ్వండి, ప్రొడక్ట్ ఫ్లరిష్ కావాలి, లార్జ్ స్కేల్ డిమాండ్ జనరేట్ కావాలి, డొమెస్టిక్ ఆర్ ఇంటర్నేషనల్, అంటే వాల్యూ చైన్ ఈస్ ఇంపార్టెంట్. Talking about value chain, products, fisheries products, value chain is very important because we should be able to supply our produce to large number of international buyers to improve value chains, supply value chain and develop. See, government మీకు విషయం తెలుసు లేదు, ఆర్గానిక్ ప్రొడక్ట్స్ బాగా తెలుస్తుంది ఈ మధ్య గవర్నమెంట్. ఆర్గానిక్ ప్రొడక్ట్స్, ఆర్గానిక్ ఫార్మింగ్ చాలా చాలా సో ఆర్గానిక్ ప్రొడక్ట్స్ డైవర్సిఫికేషన్ వచ్చింది. మిల్లెట్స్, ఆర్గానిక్ ప్రొడక్ట్స్ ఇక్కడ ఇండియాలో ఏ ప్రాబ్లం ఉందంటే ఇంకా బాగా ఇప్పుడు చాలా డబ్బులు because organic products are slightly costlier than comparative other products. So value develop అయితే they could sell their product. Similarly, fisheries కూడా ఇట్లనే value develop అవ్వాలి, product diversification తీసుకురావాలి. ఓకే, కోల్డ్ స్టోరేజ్ చేయాలి, collection centers, processing will flourish and generate a large volume of output and also create a large volume of employment and in turn bring a large volume of export earnings. So it is I close my lecture with the board working material and for giving me this opportunity to share my ideas. Thank you.
So here are my ideas. Not only for fishermen community, but India ఎంత ఉంది. సో దట్ మనం ఏంటంటే సార్ సజెస్ట్ చేశారు ఎలా వెళ్తే ఉంటుందో కూడా. దట్స్ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఎందుకంటే ఇక్కడ ఉన్న ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ అన్ని చెప్పడం ఈజీనే, కానీ సొల్యూషన్స్ కూడా చెప్పారు అంతే ఈజీగా. సార్ జాగ్రత్తగా ఈ వాటిల్లో ఎవరన్నా ఎవరు వచ్చేది నేను వచ్చేసాను చెప్తాను. ఎందుకంటే ఇది ఒక టైం పాస్ సెమినార్ కాదు. ఇప్పుడు విషయాల్ని ఇంప్లిమెంట్ ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేసినా మన ఏరియాలో ఎకానమీ చాలా ఇంప్రూవ్ అవుతుంది. అందులో ఎవరు ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేయాలి, ఎక్కడికి అంటే ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేయాలి. ఏంటంటే ఇన్ఫ్రాస్ట్రక్చర్ ఉన్న రోడ్లు కావాలి, మనం కూడా వేయచ్చు, కొంచెం శ్రమదానం చేసి ఉన్నదాన్ని బాగు చేయొచ్చు. అలా చేయక ఇంకా బాగు చేస్తాం ఉన్నదాన్ని. ఇంకా అదే మన చేతుల్లో ఇప్పుడు మన డబ్బులు let us thank our professor for giving us such valuable information. Thank you very much. అంటే మన ప్రోడక్ట్ ని ఎలా చేసుకోవాలి గురించి చెప్తాం. ఇంటర్నేషనల్ ఎలా చెప్పారు, బిజినెస్ వెళ్ళాలనుకుంటే కూడా దానికి ఉండే బేసిక్ అనేది చాలా అక్కడ చెప్పారు. నెక్స్ట్ మన ప్రోగ్రామ్ లో ఇంకొక ముఖ్యమైన ప్రొఫెసర్ గారు ఉన్నారు. ప్రొఫెసర్ కోటేశ్వరరావు గారు. Professor K. Parmeswarrao garu to give his valuable message and present his back.
మేడం గారికి, కుమారాణి గారికి అండ్ ఇప్పుడే మన మధ్య ఉండి కీనోట్ చీఫ్ గెస్ట్ గా వచ్చినటువంటి తర్వాత ఈ స్టాఫ్ అందరికి మా ఇండియన్ ఏపీ ఎకనామిక్ మిషన్ తరఫున ధన్యవాదాలు తెలియజేస్తున్నాం. అదే కాకుండా మేడం గారు మధ్యప్రదేశ్ ద్వారా అబ్దుల్లా ప్రసంగించిన టిఎల్ఎన్ స్వామి గారికి ఇచ్చిన వారికి మా సెక్రటరీ గారు మరియు మరియు నిష్ణాతులైన అధ్యాపకులకు ప్రత్యేకంగా కాలేజీ వాళ్ళు రీసెర్చ్ ఈ చేపల గురించే ఎప్పుడు మాట్లాడుకుంటా. చిన్నప్పుడు చేపలు పథకాలు ప్రవేశపెట్టారు. ఆ ప్రవేశపెట్టడం ద్వారా బ్లూ రివల్యూషన్ ద్వారా మన దేశాన్ని ఏ విధంగా అభివృద్ధి చేయాలో, మత్స్య సంపదను ఏ విధంగా పెంచాలనేది వారు తయారు చేసి అయితే చెప్పవలసింది, ఈ చేపల వల్ల లైవ్లీహుడ్ ఉంటుంది, లైఫ్ అండ్ లైవ్హుడ్. చేపలు పరిశ్రమ ద్వారా లైఫ్స్ అండ్ లైవ్లీహుడ్. అది కాకుండా చేపలు మనకి ఫుడ్ స్కార్సిటీ వచ్చే టైంలో ఈ చేపలు సబ్సిడరీ ఫుడ్ కింద కొన్ని ప్రాంతాల్లో అయితే చేపలనే ఫుడ్గా వాడటం జరుగుతుంది. అయితే ఇది కాకుండా ఆరోగ్యం, పర్టికులర్లీ కాడ్ లివర్ ఆయిల్, అది కాకుండా ఆనందాన్ని ఇస్తాయి చేపలు. ఆర్నమెంటల్ ఫిష్ ద్వారా మనకి ఆనందాన్ని ఇస్తాయి, ఆరోగ్యాన్ని ఆనందాన్ని ఇస్తాయి. ఇన్ని సముద్రం ఉన్న ఈ ప్రాంతంలో మరియు ఈ అక్వాకల్చర్
Just encouraged us. Thank you very much for your encouragement, sir. మీరు అవతరిస్తే మేము ఇంకా ఇలాంటి మంచి ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ వీలైతే ఇంకా మంచి ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ పెట్టుకోవడానికి సాహసం చేస్తాం. చాలా మన మీద ఆలోచించాల్సిన చెప్పారు. సో ఓకే, ఇప్పుడు ఇంత ముందు ఇష్యూ అది భూమిలో చేసి ఉంటుందని
Well,